live at 6. This is 13 News Now.
Bitterly cold day over the 7 cities, and the fountain at Virginia Beach Town Center is proof.
Even the sun couldn't melt those icicles. A live look from Town Center now. We didn't even hit 30 degrees today, not even factoring in the wind.
And a look at the temperatures outside right now. The chilly air was perfect for a few flurries. I saw a few as I was coming in. Will we see any more, Evan?
No flurries tonight and not any tomorrow, the next few days. However, by maybe the middle part of next week, we see the chance at seeing a rain or a snow shower. We'll talk about that coming up in the main weather segment in a few minutes. But outside right now, mainly clear skies. Temperatures coming in the 20s. Of course, when you factor in those winds, it feels much colder than that, more like the teens in most spots. Though air temperature is 23 in Melfa, 22 in Newport News, 26 in Suffolk, 25 Chesapeake and Elizabeth City. Same thing in Currituck and Virginia Beach. We did see some of those isolated snow showers earlier today. As those winds were blowing down the Chesapeake Bay, they picked up some of that moisture, produced this bay effect streamer right through here. Saw some snow in parts of Hampton, even in parts of downtown Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, and we even had some reports as far south as Elizabeth City of a couple of snowflakes as well. That has shut off as the winds have switched directions just a little bit. So we're not calling for any more snow, but we are looking at those cold temperatures once again over the next 6 hours. Temperatures pretty much holding where they are right now. Notice we get the update in 23 degrees here as we head towards the 6 o'clock hour. Notice 24 by 10 and 23 by midnight. But those wind chills going up because the winds will be diminishing, and that's certainly some good news. And I'll have much more on our extended forecast, including some rising temperatures over the next few days and another push of even colder air for New Year's Eve. Details on that in just a few minutes.
Developing now, 8 families lose everything when fire sweeps through their apartment complex. The building on this frigid December night is condemned, but out of the darkness tonight, there is a story of survival and bravery. Here's 13 News Now reporter Megan Shen.
The Portsmouth Fire Department says the smoke and fire damage inside this building is estimated to cost more than $40,000, which is very bad news for residents who live here, especially around this holiday time.
8 families were all the home they live in.
Those 8 families are all from this apartment complex on Deep Creek Boulevard in Portsmouth.
Mine been messed up all last night about it because at the end of the day, where we and my wife gonna lay our head at?
All that's left now from the fire on Wednesday afternoon are the burn marks on the building. Wreckage on the ground. Taurus Martin says Red Cross is helping the families out.
The little money that Red Cross dished out, they ain't gonna do them but last for a little bit, a day or two.
Smoke was coming out so thick, you know, like blinding you from the outside.
McKinley Bird says luckily he was close by to rescue his 76-year-old mom when the fire started.
We got out there safe, but as far as anything in there, I mean, they ain't gonna let her get nothing out of there. Cause everything gone.
Portsmouth fire investigators say they believe an electrical issue sparked the flames. Now the building is unlivable until repairs are done.
But it's sad, man. It's sad. It really is.
For now, the property manager says they're working fast to get residents answers about what they'll do next.
Gotta make a way.
In Portsmouth, Megan Shin, 13 News Now.
A woman hurt in a crash with a fire truck 10 days ago has died. 38-year-old Charlene Rios and her child were in a vehicle on Hampton Boulevard when it crashed into a Navy fire truck that was leaving a station. The truck had lights and sirens on, and we're told she passed away on Christmas Eve. Her 12-year-old daughter was also hurt. The crash remains under investigation. Hear from her family tonight on 13 News Now at 11. 2 people survive a wild crash in Suffolk today. Suffolk emergency officials arrived at the scene on Holland Road to find the vehicle overturned and 2 people trapped inside. A man and woman were pulled from the car and taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the single vehicle crash is under investigation.
If you've never winterized your home, then you are taking a big risk. And you're also missing out on an opportunity. Philip Townsend has a few things you can do right now to keep your house safe for the winter and save some money.
You want to change your air filters every 3 months to begin with. But now is a really good time to do it, especially your furnace filter. Dirty filters put a strain on your HVAC system. Throwing in new ones takes just seconds, and it'll make things run a lot more efficiently. You also want to block the draft coming in from underneath doors. For that, you can make a homemade draft snake. This one's super easy and it goes a long way. You can also use a lot of different things around the house to make it. I'm using an old necktie. I tied it at one end, the length of the entire door. And then you just stuff it. You can use sand, it may be a little messy, just something that's gonna give it a little weight. Then you just take the other end and stuff it in until it's sealed. Then just put it underneath your door to block the draft. This little move will keep you from wasting up to 30% of your energy use. Finally, you want to go outside and insulate your faucets. If there's a hose attached, that's the first thing. Make sure to remove it and let all the water drain out. That's most important. Then you use these outdoor faucet insulators that wrap around the faucet and seal tightly into place over it. They're only a few bucks at any home improvement store, but they'll save you thousands by preventing pipes from freezing. And one more thing worth mentioning, mind that thermostat. For every degree you lower it during the winter season, well, that's 1 to 3% you're saving on every heating bill. That can add up. I'm in Virginia Beach. Philip Townsend, 13 News Now.
And you should also start thinking now about putting together a winter weather emergency kit for your car. AAA recommends you pack a car kit that includes bottled water, food, an ice scraper, gloves, boots, and a phone charger. Also make sure you have a flashlight with extra batteries.
Business is thriving for some locals in Norfolk, so much so they're expanding their shops and restaurants to other areas in Hampton Roads. 13 News Now reporter Allie Weatherton has a look at where those local entrepreneurs are heading.
This is the new press located on Shore Drive in Virginia Beach. And the owner tells me without the Ghent location, this beautiful restaurant wouldn't be here.
The neighborhood, the people, we feed off of each other. It's very inspiring.
And that's what owner Lindsay Bennett credits her success to. When she started Press 626 in Ghent 9 years ago, it was a challenge.
I didn't really understand how the back of the house workings. I didn't even know how to handle a printer.
You see, she got the itch from her parents to start a business because they too were in the food and beverage industry.
I make a joke that I grew up on maraschino cherries, olives, and sliced oranges, and that is the truth.
Now she's the owner of 2 restaurants, and she has the best team that always has her back. Both places you can come as yourself and enjoy good food and wine. Bennett's managing partner says it wasn't easy starting up the second location, but it was worth it.
It's really wonderful to get to know that neighborhood, and yeah, we've been busy.
And that's not the only Norfolk business growing. Smartmouth Brewing Company and Mermaid Winery are a few others expanding. Both have new locations in Virginia Beach.
The more people that are expanding just makes me more excited for the growth of this area in the restaurant scene.
In Virginia Beach, Allie Weatherton, 13 News Now.